What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so there's definitely something coming down the road here, and I'm very curious. Now, so many people have tried taking a crack at what this 10 days of darkness means. Heck, even I made a video and took a crack at it. I mean, at least what I thought it meant, and I think I'm right, and that is you're going to see a lot of communications and stuff like that just go dark. Well, it's very interesting. I was listening to Lisa Litecoin and Public over there doing a live show, and they brought up an article that caught my attention. But first, let's reminisce just a little bit. Remember this? None of this or none of that. But it didn't say anything about a date. I don't remember a date ever being mentioned. That's very interesting. And this is what's supposed to be happening. So I don't know if this is this person's interpretation of what it meant, but I thought it was interesting because I do remember this, and I do remember this part right here. I just don't remember there being a date. The reason why I can't say it out loud is you guys are aware. Hey, real quick, just in case, though, you better have something to be bartering with and negotiating with, and I'm talking about gold and silver. You're going to need something outside the system. And when you go to buy your gold and silver, go to our friends over that Money Metals Exchange. If you are a first-time buyer here in the United States or in Puerto Rico and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. And you guys know I have an alternative website in which I can speak freely on. I encourage you to go check it out. The link's down below in the description. So here's the article they were looking at. It just came out a few days ago. Very interesting. It said millions of iPhones, TVs, and other devices could go offline this week. And here's why. Expiring security standard may cripple internet access. That's a little interesting. And it says on there, updated to add Windows-based servers as another class of devices that might go out. And we're talking about tomorrow. September the 30th. So old Macs, old iPhones, PlayStation 3s, Nintendo 3DSs, gaming consoles, an unknown number of smart TVs, set-top boxes, and other smart devices, and even some PlayStation 4s may lose some internet connectivity this week. Seems to me like something's definitely going on. It says that's because the widely used digital certificate used to verify security internet connection expires on September 30th, and millions of old devices won't be able to update to install newer certificates. As a result, many activities that require a secure internet connection, from watching Netflix to checking your email to reading regular websites, may not work on older devices. Seems to me like they're trying to force us into this newer technology because the older ones, they couldn't spy on you as good as they can with these newer ones, if you ask me. If this sounds familiar, it's because we got a heads up back in June 2020 when security researchers and consultant Scott Helm warned of it on his blog. Later into 2020, it was estimated that 1/3 of all Android device phones could be knocked out. That's when they're going to come by and sweep you up. You may or may not need to do anything about this, Helm wrote in his blog, but I'm betting a few things will probably break on that day, September 30th. So what can you do to keep your older devices online? Fortunately, for those older Android devices, a workaround has been devised to keep them up and running until September 2024. And well, they're going to stretch it out there a couple more years. That's nice of them. As long as they've got Android 2.3.6 Gingerbread or later. After 2024, you're going to need this other spice stuff that they want to put on there for you. But that doesn't help Macs running Macs OS systems from 12 or 10, 12, 2000 or earlier. Who the hell has that older computers? Well, I mean, I get it. Mine was something like 12 years old. So iPhones, iPads running iOS 9 or earlier. PlayStation 4 consoles running firmware versions earlier than 5.00, and old PCs running Windows XP and Service Pack 2 or earlier. All are likely to be affected. Yeah, they definitely want to make sure you get updated on their spy software to put into your computer so they can monitor you. So if you have one of those devices, you can upgrade the OS and firmware. You need to do so this week. They're saying you only got a few days, but I'm just barely showing this article, and they're talking about till tomorrow. So we're definitely going to see a lot of panic hit the airwaves for those who can reach out. So is this that excuse to put everybody in the darkness? I understand it's just a few devices, but just don't be surprised if all of a sudden it's the excuse for everything. If you can't get an upgrade for your Mac, PC, iPhone, then you can install the Firefox web browser, definitely better spyware for them, to maintain some level of internet access. As for smart TVs, smart refrigerators, smart home hubs, home Wi-Fi routers, and so on, it's hard to tell. Odds are many of those devices before 2017 may be affected. Yeah, they're definitely pushing you to upgrade everything. They need to be able to spy on you. And you guys, all your old technology and stuff, making it a little hard. Some people don't know how to read smoke signals anymore. So what the heck is going on? Well, it's complicated. But all those billions of secure internet connections that take place worldwide every second depend on what's generally referred to as a chain of trust. Well, we sure can use that probably in our politics. When a server says a website connects to the client, like your PC, each present digital certificate. Wait, let's try this again. When a server says a website connects with the client, like your PC, each present digital certificate affirming identity. Because of this, your browser knows that it is connecting to Chase Bank or not some hacker from Russia. Well, if that's the case, then why are we always getting constantly hacked from Russia, huh? Go ahead and explain that when they're sparky. Isn't that what they say all the time is why we're getting the spyware or whatever the hell, ransomware? Well, it's not doing a very good job if you ask me. But how do you have these digital certificates, or how do you know they're valid? Why? Well, certificates depend on a public-private key cryptography. This is what I'm talking about. Well, certificates depend on a public-private key cryptography to prove there's no forgery taking place, but there's another issue. So if that's the case, see, this is what I'm talking about. They need a more up-to-date spy software on your computer, man. What also matters is the higher authority affirms if the certificate was indeed issued to Chase Bank, and another authority vouches for the authority, and so on. Eventually, it's going to reach the end of the line. These are the backbones of encrypted web connections. Raw certificates issuers have no one higher to vouch for. Hey, well, this is where it comes in, and you just kind of vouch for each other. I'm kidding, of course. So here we go. We got another one of these old devices are not going to work for a while. This isn't going to work for a while. We need you people to stop using old devices because our new technology doesn't allow us to spy on you like we want it to. So could you do yourselves a favor and upgrade so the government can keep a better eye on you? Will I lose all internet connection? Well, it's hard to say. What this would mean for devices that haven't been upgraded to trust the ISRG route X1. Seems to me like for those of us who want to keep our business private, we need to move back to the old technology. Now, I'm not talking like 386 old, and some of you old farts will know what I'm talking about because you younger people have no idea what a 386, a 586, or anything like that means. It's like that old green screen. Yeah. Go watch War Games. So here we go. Is this just an excuse to go ahead and do our 10 days of darkness? I'm curious. I'm curious to see what this is going to lead to. Because they'll just say, oh, and this company had this old so and so, and therefore it took down a lot of the more modern types of communications. We'll see. Tomorrow is a big day. But, anyways, I'll leave the link for you guys to come check this out. This is more just in case you do have this. You want to make sure to get up to snuff before you lose all your connection tomorrow. I just thought I would share with you. All right, you guys, let me know what you think. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.